Alrighty, we are here 8 o'clock Thursday instead of 7 o'clock Thursday because someone has to work the night shift now or the late afternoon shift and I can't get here by 7. Ladies and gentlemen, I am RC Ron. With me I have Steve Guntruck Ash and we also have Matt Boyle of Stryker Airsoft Industries here tonight on our live cast where we're going to be talking about the new Gray Wolf store, quick little 1-minute video, just some chit chat, and then we'll talk about, briefly go over some events that are happening at Wasteland Ops Field here in the next few weeks. And then we're going to let Matt Boyle tell us about a little, I guess he's got some more things to say about MILSIM 6, and he's got a beta event that was just announced today, which is kind of cool. And I happen to know the field he's having it at. Not a lot of airsofters do, but I will get to that here in just a minute. First off, let's see here. Yep, we already got some people on. Thank you very much for jumping on with us, everybody. So, hi, Steve.
Don't forget your introduction.
What did I say? I said I'm RC Ron. I did say
I didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah. I said it right before I said your name. I know you're not used to me. I know you're not used to me just bleeding right into it. Usually I'm like, oh, shit, I got to say it. No,
yeah, right?
Yeah. Say hi, Matt.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, there's Mr. Magic Matt Boyle from Stryker Airsoft. He is ready and raring. He's excited. He's got smiles on his face, and you're going to hear about what he's got to talk about here in just a little bit. So, to try to keep it under 30 to 40 minutes. Sometimes we might set a record where we transfer a lot of information to everybody in a short period of time, which is cool because I'm not a comedian, and I can't hold it for that long and keep people interested. All I can do is talk, and that bores people eventually. So here we go. Let's just go ahead and jump straight on to the Gray Wolf. Please go full screen. Please go. Oh, go. The Gray Wolf Airsoft store opened less than a week ago. It opened last Saturday, and it's a soft opening. It is. Let's just say this. The store had a lot of problems with dealing with the county. Not bad on our part. It's just the mechanics of how the county works. It was brutal. And it was just, I don't know. It took up 3 to 4 months of our time. It set us that far back. So we had to get open. We got to get our name out there. We got to get the store going. So it's a soft opening with the products we have on hand. And actually, another order's coming in next week. Actually, hopefully, shipping can be brutal. And we have plans for yet another order after that because what you're about to see is only about a third of the inventory we actually want, but it's still quite a bit of inventory. And you get to see the inside of the store that's incomplete, but it's still a nice atmosphere, ready to go. I happen to know that really, really nice people work there. And all smiles and full of airsoft information. So here's a quick zoom of the store. Every day it seems like it makes changes. They might be small changes, but they still make changes. Let's see here. There it is. Boom. Go ahead and play that through here. Walking in the door. And see, we've still got plenty of room for tons of inventory. But we're spreading it out. We're getting it up there for everybody. BBs to BDUs, batteries, HPA products. There's a bunch of Stryker Airsoft Industry stuff that just flew by the window because they've got lots of cool products. And we got some small parts, big parts for AEGs. We got radios, man. We got all kinds of cool stuff. Now, granted, this is not the amount of product we want. We want a bunch more. So that's why we are telling you that more orders are coming in. So there's a bunch of BBs, Stryker BBs. Yep, I bet you Matt Boyle loves that. There's a gun wall and our counter with all kinds of goodies in there. Got a bunch of handguns and some regular stock builds, out of the box builds on that rifle, but there are some custom builds and a couple of used guns that we refurbished and are getting rid of. Mr. Joe Watson of Wasteland Airsoft and Gray Wolf Airsoft does the upgrading and stuff. So you can see we got plenty of room for expansion, and that is what we're trying to do. Let's go to this screen. There we go. That is what we're trying to do because I did not want a store that was small, and then we would just cram the walls full of product. For it's like one of those off the beaten path convenience stores where you walk in and you got to keep your hands inside, or you're going to just start knocking product off of the walls. No, I want it to be spread out, and it's better to start big and feel big instead of starting small and going, oh shit, we should have gone bigger. And that's what happened. We've got plenty of space for expansion. We have plans for displays for specific manufacturers. People like Lori Watson, RC Airsoft. I don't know if you've ever heard of RC Airsoft, but RC Airsoft and Stryker, Polar Star, and Wolverine, and HPA. We got plans for all that stuff. So it comes in. It's not only entertaining. We also provide a lot of different products, recent, new products as they come out. Plus, we're really thinking. I mean, we always had plans to have a rest area in there. I call it a rest area, but a little break area where whoever's not shopping comes sit. There's a table, maybe have some coffee and some snacks. But we've actually talked about making it a little bit bigger than just that. We'll have a couple different coffee makers and some water and some stuff, some snacks for you guys. Make it even more comfortable than we originally planned, because just in our short period of time we've been open, we've already had people that came in, and one of them was shopping. The other one was just sitting there like leaning against the wall. Like they don't want to do that. Well, we're going to make that more comfortable for everybody. And we'll have Paul Davis is putting that stuff up. We're going to have monitors up in the main area, a couple of them that are eventually going to have like YouTube videos playing, product videos, stuff that we make, that we've done, and we just replay for everybody to see. So if you want to sit there and watch the videos, or just snag onto our Wi-Fi and hang out for a while in the coffee break area, come on in. That's what it's there for. But it's still in the process of being made, but the plans are happening. It's just a little slow. So that's awesome. That's exciting. Yes, this first week of being open I've been seeing a lot of fresh faces. It's been really nice. It was really exciting. Everybody's been rooting for us, and we're not there where we want to be, but we will be soon. Guaranteed. Can't wait. All right. Now, moving on away from that, just want to mention, if you're not part of the Facebook pages for Gray Wolf or the Gray Wolf Airsoft or the Wasteland, then you may not have seen the announcements for the December 16th, that's next weekend, Christmas dress up special. You dress up, depending on how much you dress up to show your Christmas cheer, you get a discount for a day of play. I mean, you come up full garb, ready to go, you're getting in for free, but you got to play in the outfit. You can't just take it off later and say, oh, wait a minute. No, we're not going to play that game. So, but we want you to come and spread your cheer, have some fun, airsoft, and hopefully be nice and cool. Even if you're just wearing a simple hat and antlers or something like that, you still get like $5 off. The information's on the banner on the Facebook page. Plus, the 30th, bringing in the new year ahead of time a little bit, we're having a day and night game day. So we play during the day, then we take a couple hour break, and then we start the night stuff. And it's like $30 for the entire day, $20 for just the day. You can actually separate. The information is on the Facebook page. I think it's $15 for just the night if you decide just to come for the night play, and that's going to be cool. Lights, smoke, God knows what's going to happen out there. We like to have a good time, and all of us are going to be out there, so we're going to unleash some fun. It's going to be fantastic. Night play. Who doesn't like night play besides people that are afraid of the dark, right? Right, Steve?
That's why they call me the boogeyman.
Steve, what do you think about the store? You think we're on the right track?
Yeah. So I got a chance to go down there. Unfortunately, Matt showed up after I did, so we didn't get to hang out. But I guess he was out playing. And so, I got a chance to go check it out. It was really awesome to see another store opening up that's within, a decent drive within my house, which is great. They had for just being a soft opening, there was a lot of product up there. I did come across some pretty cool stuff that I didn't realize that people still had in stock. For example, the Wolverine Wraith stocks that are discontinued that you can't find anywhere, the really good ones. They had some on the shelf, and I was like, oh God, my wife's going to murder me if I drop another $300 on a part. So I decided to stay married, and I didn't buy it. So if you're lucky enough to go up there and pick it up, you'll be one of the few that have that, and it's an amazing part, along with a bunch of other stuff that that was up there. And I was like, man, this is awesome, because not everybody carries parts like that. So whether you're close or far away, it's going to be worth the drive to come check them out. I can't wait to come and see with all the new product. I have a general idea of what's coming in, to help fill the shelves, and it's going to be a fantastic place to come and get, whether it be your needed items like BBs, batteries, BDUs as he mentions, or the harder to get stuff, because I mean they have some stuff there that, again, sometimes you got to wait days for these parts to come in, and you make a quick drive and it's there. So yeah, first impressions are great. I love the fact they're doing consignments and having some of those up there as well. You may or may not see some of the guns that are behind me. I am looking to rotate some stock out, and so I've been talking to them about doing that as well. On top of having just an amazing selection up there. Some of the new they're the name of the new brand, Charlie the rep.
Specna? No.
Specna Arms. There you go.
Specna Arms. Yeah.
Specna Arms. If you haven't had a chance to even see some of those new guns, they come out at a great price. And out of the box, they're already upgraded, amazing rifles. So get a chance to go up there. They have a huge selection of those. Get them in your hands, play with them, check them out. Again, for just opening up and for the product selection with the soft opening was actually pretty awesome. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, and to note on a couple of things. Yes, we carry some parts you may not usually see in stores, but if you're still looking for something specific, talk to us about it, and maybe we can order it in for you, because we got big orders that come in, or we can just order some separate stuff to get it in for you, so you don't have to go through the hassle of doing all that. We can do it for you. Just talk to us at the counter. If we can, if you can help us to find specifically what you're looking for, then we can get it for you. We'll work to do that. Plus, I forgot to mention, all of our AKs have just been sold out. So that's one of the things on the list, to have an AK rifles on the wall, because I don't know if you noticed, but there's no AKs, and there should be. So we are going to be getting those in for sure. Thank you, Mr. Ed King. Thank you. I wanted to welcome and say hi to Mr. Mike Santora. There's Garcia. Hey, man, I haven't talked to you in a while. And, of course, Mr. Justin Barlow's saying, hey, thanks, guys, for chiming in. Appreciate it. Ed, thanks for the compliment. I just saw Ed today, and I think I saw him a couple days ago. The guy is a diehard airsoft guy. All right. Awesome.
Actually, if you don't mind, too, one thing that a lot of people didn't know that we were talking about on Saturday that you guys got set up was, we all know the holidays are a hard time, financially, but I believe they also have in-house installments through their provider now. So if you get up there and you see something you like on your list, you may not have to pay full out of pocket. Yes. They do have financing options as well. So if you want to finance some of your toys, it's one of those options there as well too.
Right. It's not truly in-house, but it is. It's a payment plan that can be accessed through us, and all you do is you run you apply for it while you're there. It doesn't take but a few minutes, and then if everything goes well, you just you do what you're supposed to do with the application and pay them a small down payment, whatever it might be, and then you get the gun or whatever you're buying, and you get it all that. And thanks for mentioning that, Steve. That is a brand new thing to Gray Wolf Airsoft. I think we just set it up on Saturday when you were there, Steve.
Yep.
And Shopify, the company that does our point of sale, they offer it too, but this other one of firm seems to be a lot more flexible with more options. So we definitely are enjoying having them, as a possibility, a purchase possibility for anybody that might be strapped for cash and just want to make some payments. Check it out. Just ask about it when you come into the store. Hopefully you come in and just check it out. So awesome. Let's see here. Yes, the hours for the store have been posted. They're actually in the bio for the Facebook page. They've been posted on a couple different postings now. That's the best place to go. Just go to the Facebook page, look in the bio. All the hours are there, or you can find them in the posts. We're open 6 days a week. It's Tuesday through Friday, 12 to 7, 12 to 5 on Sundays. I just did that over. Sorry. It's 12 to 7, Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 7 on Saturday, and 12 to 5 on Sundays. We are closed on Manic Mondays, so we need a break. And so we're testing those hours out, especially through the holiday season. So hopefully people give them plenty of options, opportunity to come in and check us out. And speaking of products, some of the products we carry in there in our BDs and BDU lines. We have Stryker Airsoft industry stuff in there. Come check it out. They got some great gear, and of course, everybody knows their BBs are really cool and plenty of options. They're starting to really expand their product styles or types. Excuse me, not styles, but types. It's really cool to hear. They've got, we've got their batteries too. Great batteries. Love them to death. So let's segue over to Mr. Matt Boyle so he can talk about his Mini MILSIM 6 and his beta game, which is going to be up at a great field. Not many airsofters have been there when compared to the other fields. I've been there. I've actually driven out into the field, seeing everything. It is a great field because not only is it's got expansion, it's got size. It also has plenty of things that change along the way. Before you know it, you're on a trail and you're happy. And before you know it, you're like, oh no, there's no trail here, but I want to go over there, and you have to actually rough it a little bit. They've got structures out there. They've got pits. They've got all kinds of stuff. And I think it's called Big Indian Paintball and Airsoft up in Georgia. And what was the name of this? Perry, Georgia, right? Yeah, Perry, Georgia. It's like what? How many? 10 minutes from the Guardian Center?
Yeah, I think it is like 10 or 5 minutes from the Guardian Center.
Yeah, so it's right down the highway.
How to get there.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So I'm going to segue it over to Mr. Matt. It's all yours, buddy.
Before I talk about that, I do want to say that, Ron's a business owner. I'm a business owner, and I totally get where he's coming from, where he wants to be modest about his store. But the store is great. You can see the vision. It has plenty of room for expansion. Even with what they have, they've done a really good job setting it up, and his customer service is phenomenal. If you look at when Stryker started, we only had 3 weights of BBs, and we totally botched the label. We had a misspelled word on the label. We had too many R's in the word preferred. So people, you got to start somewhere. You come from humble beginnings, especially with business. You don't always get, you have the vision in your head, and you can tell the moment you walk in that the vision is there and it's on the way, but you can tell that his vision is coming and it's just not there yet. So, don't sell yourself short. The store looks great already, and it's only going to get better. And it has a hell of a lot more stuff than some places already have. So.
Yes. Thanks for saying that, man. It's very kind of you.
Yeah. But I totally get it. We would have loved to have started with everything that we would have wanted to do, but you got to get started, and that's the whole thing. It's all about execute.
You got to get that ball rolling. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Thank you very much, sir. That's very nice.
Which I guess that's a good segue to talk about going to Big Indian Paintball, which we tried to go to the GTI facility at one point, and the players that even our very longtime players said, you know what, Matt, we don't really want to play at GTI again. We play there like 3 times a year. We're good. We don't want to buy another GTI product. And you know what? We are a company of the people. And if the people do not want to buy more GTI tickets, then that's totally okay. And we tried to find something else, and luckily we did. But the Perry, Georgia field is really good, and it's going to be very interesting for us to go out of state for our first time, which I'm very excited about. I'm very nervous about it, but I'm very excited about it. I really hope that a lot of Florida comes with us. And we've made a lot of great connections in Georgia and Tennessee and in Kentucky that plan to come down and assist us with this. So we've got a good base of people we're working with. But the field itself, for those who haven't been, I fell in love with the field literally the second that I stepped foot onto the field. It is an amazing field. I literally cannot believe that it is so underutilized the way it is. I would have thought that this would have been like the Wayne's World of Georgia, because it has everything. It's just the area that we played on last time was, I think, 35 acres, and the terrain there is totally different than Florida. You're talking not just like Wasteland's 20-foot elevation change. You're talking almost, I think, an 85 to 100-foot elevation change from the base of where the hill starts at what they call the landing zone all the way up into their city area. So we're talking like a big change in elevation, and it's a hill from top to bottom, or from top to bottom. And the minute that I saw the field, I said, you know what? This is a field where you could run an assault game, a D-Day landing style game, and it would be absolutely epic, because you've got the landing craft at the bottom of the hill, and they have to go uphill all the way, I think like 15 acres across the field lengthwise to the top of the hill where it finally plateaus out and there's a city there. And every single step of the way, they've got full-blown forts with 2-story towers. They have multiple trench networks all over the field. They have multiple small installations all over the field. They have full roads that can be utilized, but they also have like muggy, swampy areas that you could go and try and flank people in. The field is just incredible, and I'm super duper excited to actually get out there and run a game at it, because just like Ron with the store, I have this vision in my head about how the game's going to play out. And really, that's what we sell when we sell the event tickets. It's like people want to be in the landing craft and be stomping, be like, here we go, here we go, here we go. And then the ramp falls and you all run out and everybody dies. And then you just look back up and hit it again because it's realism. But that's what I'm excited. We're really hoping that we can deliver that. And it's a beta game because it's going to be a type of event that we've never run before. I'm sure some company has run it before, but it's going to be a strictly attack and defense game. So you will be signing up as defense or you will be signing up as offense. And we may have more offense tickets than defense tickets depending on how we decide to, level out the game. But I've never been to an event like that, and I've never run specifically an event like that before, but I love the concept. Because in a normal engagement, there is an aggressor and there is a defender. Militaries don't both, most of the time, unless it's by accident, decide to attack each other at the same time, and then it becomes this weird, messing, running battle. Most of the time, one side says, we want to take this key position, we're going to line everything up, and then we're going to create a plan and attack the position. So, at least in my opinion, I've always wanted to do a game like that, where one commander knows exactly what all of their objectives are from the start, and so does the other, but they're totally different objectives even though they're at the same location. So to be able to actually take that concept and put it into play is going to be absolutely amazing. And then honestly, of all the places I've ever been in my entire airsoft career, I can't think of a better place to do it than Big Indian Paintball. I know that Ron was there. Ash, did you go there? Were you there at one point?
I went there, and I didn't get a chance to play because I couldn't make it because something happened with the family before it. But I have been to the field, and I mean, you hit the nail on the head when you said it's literally the Wayne's World of Georgia, right? It's an amazing field. They have, like you mentioned, they have everything. It looked like a blast to play at. I really, unfortunately, I didn't get to make it.
Yeah, they have an extremely successful paintball basis there, and they've been going for a long time. And the recent owner, the newest owner, I've met him, talked with him. He is just he's focused. He likes it. He wants airsoft and maintain. And the field's been so successful with paintball, and he's going into airsoft. I haven't seen an airsofter or talked to an airsofter that did not like the field at all. I mean, there was nothing but compliments. And a lot of the airsofters I talked to had only seen like 30% of the field. So yeah, it's a great field. It's a great field.
Because you've got the Shadow Legion there. That's sort of like their home team, and they're a fantastic group of guys. And I believe when they changed ownership, they really stepped up and came in and said, if you want to run big scenario games, we can put stuff up here. They built a whole second fort between the first time that I went and the second time that I went, I think. And everything that they've put up on the field has been great. The way that the field is organized is almost like Wayne's World is. It's perfect for running scenario games there, or MILSIM games, because the outposts themselves are just far enough to where you can get that feel that if you're at one outpost, you're so far away from the other one that you can't see it, but you're not too far away to where you feel like, oh, I got to walk all the way over to whatever, like the ammo depot, and I'm going to have to be there. And if I die, I'm going to have to walk all the way back over here. So you get that feeling of separation where you can be, 2 firefights away and not be in the firefight, which is exactly what people want in an event, but still be close enough to actually just run over there and get in the action if you really want to.
I agree. I like the field is kind of a pie shape, but don't get me wrong on that. Don't get a wrong impression when I say pie shape. It's still wide. It really doesn't come to its exact point, almost like at the front gate. So it spreads out before you get onto the actual battlefield. It's already spread out. So, I mean, I like that aspect because it's thinner at one point, and yes, things can't. Kind of like what you're saying. At one point, you could be like, okay, I'm out of the battle. I need to go find something. We got to go find this. It may not be that far of a walk before you know it's like, oh God, we're under, it's under attack. And then I know that for a fact that out in the deeper points, they have other things set up. They have structures. I think that's just really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if they call it the castle or whatever, but that's really cool. And there's some sort of helicopter thing. Yes, definitely an entertaining field and a challenge at the same time. Yes, sir.
And the way that we're going to run it is also going to be a little experimental, which is why we're making sure everybody knows, this is a beta game. We really want everyone to come and have a great time, but we're testing out some new concepts. The game itself, since it's in March, it's not going to be too hot. And we're going to have refs on staff to, monitor the situation and everything. But we're going to have one continuous game. There's not going to be a lunch break. The game's going to start at 10. And nobody's going to leave the field until about 5. If you want to leave the field because you're done playing or whatever, we're not going to physically prevent you from leaving the field. But the game is going to be going. If you're leaving the field, you are stepping off of the combat area. There's not going to be a chance for you to be like, okay, I'm going to go back to my car and sit down for an hour and then I'll get back in the game. And it doesn't matter because the game's not going. So it's going to be a rolling game. We are going to have assault phases, just like you would have, in real life, where you have first wave, second wave, and then you regroup and recuperate, and you build up your forces and you push on to the next objective. But between those assault phases, we're going to have a 30-minute regrouping period, or however long we're going to decide, kind of like we tested at one of the mini MILSIMs, where the refs will go up and down the field, will identify where the front line is, and we'll say, okay, both sides can't advance beyond the front line, but we're not going to let you off the field. You're going to have to run your ammo up to your front guys. You're going to have runners run communications back and forth. You're going to have to bring up food. If you're in a foxhole, if you fall back from that foxhole, the enemy might be able to just run up and take it when the ceasefire ends. So you're going to be eating in the foxhole. We're not going to let you carry ammo with you on the field. You're going to have runners run the ammunition up to your foxhole during those rest periods and actually reload you there. Or you're going to have to fall back to your landing site or primary defense location to get more food, get more ammo, get more water. So we really want to build in that feeling on both sides that it's more like a siege. Because you, as an individual, in a real engagement like that, you only get to die once. But in airsoft, you're going to die lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of times. So you never really get to feel that period of, okay, I'm going to sit in this trench, and I'm just going to kind of hang out, and I'm going to recuperate, because you're always go, 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 go. So we're going to try and build that experience into the game so that players can sort of get that full siege experience that they're looking for. I'm going to drink my water.
Yes, it's awesome. I like this. It's a beta, everybody. Stryker's been, Matt Boyle specifically with Mr. Linder, Matt Linder, they've been unique in their own aspect of how they run games or the design of the games. I mean, just look at the mini MILSIM series. It's designed around a certain aspect of airsofters or certain, newish, airsofters, helps to welcome into the MILSIM experience, but at the same time, the experienced MILSIMers can still have a great time. And that mode of thinking and the structure and the design of how to play the Cassavac event kept people busy. And what I liked about it the most, it seemed like everybody that I talked to at the Cassavac, they understood about what was supposed to be being done. You go to some events and you go up to guys, hey, man, what are you doing next in the event? I don't know. I'm just going to go out and shoot people. No, it wasn't like that, because Stryker makes it interesting, makes all their events interesting, and the way they do things, it's really cool. It's not always, there's some event holders that no matter where they are, I mean, what field they're playing on, they're putting an event on, it's always the same thing. It's just, we got this, and this is what we do, and march, 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 and here we go. Never with Stryker. Does not happen. Very, very cool. I like how the mini MILSIM series is now jumping to different fields. That's very cool. This new field should be pretty cool, because there's quite a few airsofters that have seen the Orlando field. What's it called? Extreme Outdoor Airsoft in Orlando.
Or Orlando.
Yeah, something like that. I love it. I think it's cool that you guys are bouncing around. Yeah, it's very cool. So a new experience for people. So, cool. Steve, you got any commentary on what Matt's been talking about?
Yeah, I mean, again, the field looks amazing. I love the idea of, again, kind of changing it up, not your typical BB SWAT fest. Adding, a technical, field to it, tactical field rather, of having to run, ammo up and keeping those guys fed, especially if you got a guy like myself who's running an LMG and going through thousands of rounds every minute. Filling up those Stryker BBs up into those real ammo cans and going through ammo cans at a time. Like I can't wait to be able to go to this event. I already checked the box and said I wanted to go, so Lord willing, I'll be able to make it up there. But yeah, super excited about the event.
And we're excited about Mini MILSIM too. OX is a great field. I kind of segue off of this beta game because I could talk about it all night. Because I've been waiting to do this for I think 2 years, and I just never. We didn't have the confidence to do it because we weren't big enough, or it wasn't the time of year that we could do it, or there were too many events going on at the time, and finally we're just like, all right, we're just going to do it because if we just keep waiting for the perfect time, and the perfect time is never going to show up. So we're just going to go for it. But Mini MILSIM 6, we're super excited. We're still bringing back the old regular Mini MILSIM experience where it's more of that casual entry level into the MILSIM environment. If you've never been to a game and you want to be able to get into a game for the first time without the fear of having to go way out of state and pay, almost $1,000 to go to this event, you can come to the Mini MILSIM. You can meet up with people like Steve Ash, who's been to probably dozens and dozens of games all over the Southeast.
Hundreds.
You can play on the same field as him and be on his team and learn from him, and he'll be cool and you'll be cool. And by the end of it, you'll be like, you know what, Steve, that was pretty cool. Tell me what I need for my, big trip up to GTI when I go to Stonebreaker, in 2 months. And that'll be your entry into it. And that way you don't have to go to Stonebreaker for your first event with no friends and be like, well, I'm here and all the 500 people ran off and I don't know what to do now. So I'm just going to go into the building and get killed 5 times. So it totally changes your experience. So you can link up with teams, you can meet friends, you can figure out how it all works if you've never done it before. It's a super easy and casual way to get into the more, I guess, quote unquote, professional realm of the hobby in general.
Get a good group of guys to go with me because I'm traveling all over and I don't always have people to go with me. So
yeah, Matt was saying earlier that Steve's gone to dozens and no. Steve's been to hundreds of events. He's a diehard airsofter. What do you try to do? 10 to 15 a year?
Yeah, I did no 12. Lie. I did 12 this year, and it's so yeah, so it's a lot of fun. But I've been doing it since 2002, so I've been playing for a long time. And so it's super exciting. And again, Matt puts on some great events. The Mini MILSIM series are amazing, especially just like you mentioned for those people just looking to start out. And yeah, if you see me on the field and have any questions, by all means, I love sitting down and talking shop with people. So I'd more than love to do that, even if we're getting shot at.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'll go back to Santora's question, but I do want to note what Garcia said about learn to cook from Steve. Yes. At Casavac, we all stayed in this Airbnb. The RC Dragon stayed there, and Steve hooked us up with some fantastic cooking. We didn't go to a restaurant. Did we ever? I don't think we went to a single restaurant.
I put my culinary arts degree to the test.
Yeah. The man, and it was just fantastic. He's used to cooking for 8 people on a regular basis because the man's got 6 kids and he does most of the cooking. And so he knew how to cook for the group. It was fantastic. I definitely agree with Garcia and said, yeah, you can learn to cook from that, man. Let's go back to the question from Mr. Santora. He wanted to know if it's going to be camping or tent camping on RFI camping or tent camping only at MM6.
At Mini MILSIM 6, tent camping is confirmed and it will be free. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think RVs are good, but I will confirm and I will make a post on the Mini MILSIM 6 page once I have that information. I'll let everybody know.
That brings up a question I had. Did you confirm camping at the Big Indian?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, they have a nice flat grassy area for that too. I remember from the last 2
years. You could stay at the Avid right across the street. I fell in love with the Avid after that Avid. The muffins are out there all day. You can show up at night. The muffins are still there, the breakfast muffins. You just take them. You take them all, put them in a basket.
Oh, my God. See, he's already got you the hook. Just listen to what Matt's going to. He's got you the hook up for being there. And, hell. How could it be bad? Because you're 10 minutes away from the Guardian Center. So the town is used to airsofters. So definitely. And they got some great restaurants there. in Perry, and some decent priced Airbnbs. I found out a couple, 1, 2, 3 times now. So yeah, I got a fave, and I like to go to it every time because it's really cool. So, all right, what do we got here? Learn to cook. We got have a good night, everyone. Okay, sorry, Robert, we probably missed you because that was a couple minutes ago. Let's see you. Have a good night. So, I was going to ask another question. What was it? Oh, I was going to mention that Matt has a unique style of doing things, and as you heard just from tonight, he's reconstructing a battle, and he's doing it. You know, he's got some similarities, but he's got some things that makes it different and makes you keep your head on a swivel. Matt, did you have leaders yet picked out for this event?
Not for this event yet. As much as Pops would probably really love to lead the charge out of a landing craft, probably going to start to take a step back because he was telling me he wants to get back in the action more. But no, I do not have leaders picked out. I'm definitely looking for leaders if anybody's interested. I've got a couple people on a list, but no, not yet. Whoever is going to be the leaders for this one, we're going to need really strong leaders because of the way that the game's going to be. It's going to be more of a challenge for Command than probably even Cassavac was because of the actual management of resources and manpower. So we're probably going to need like a logistician rather than a combat leader.
I gotcha. And man, it's going to be in March. March in Georgia. That's going to. I think you have a 50-50 chance of it being really cold or just nice. It won't be hot.
I was looking at the weather, and it was 1 week last year it was 86, and then the following week it was 62, and then the following week it was 75, and then the following week it was 65. So it's like it's really the luck of the draw. But luckily it's not going to be 95 with 100% humidity.
No. But you still have to hydrate, even if the temperatures are nice and cool. Come on, people. It's just a fact of life. Hell, you're supposed to hydrate when you're just walking around all day like in your house. You're still supposed to hydrate. So if I'm going to run around in the woods, even when it's nice and cool out, carrying all this gear, shooting people, getting my breath going, all that stuff, do I have to hydrate? Let me see. Yes, you always have to hydrate. Constantly. I wake up and I start hydrating. It's just the way it is. It's better for the body, baby. Better for survivability. Keep your energy going. Grab a snack bar, too. So, what else we got? Anything else that you had to say, Mr. Matt?
No, I'm really, really, really excited for this game. I always loved Mini MILSIM. Honestly, Mini MILSIM is like my soul because my soul has always been, I think I'll forever be a MILSIM noob. I don't think I'll ever evolve from that point. So that's like my soul game. I love Mini MILSIM. I love running it. I love the people that come to Mini MILSIM. But I've always wanted to run a game like this, and it's really experimental. And the whole thing is that I could do it really easily. I could throw out the timer boxes that we already have and just litter the field with them, and then have some things you can run around and do, and that would be easy and it would be safe. But I'm not trying to sell a board game. In my opinion, when I sell tickets, I'm trying to sell an experience, and there's a very specific experience that I'm trying to sell to the players at this Siege game. And it's going to take a lot of doing on our part, but I think that if it comes out the way we want, it'll probably be one of the coolest things that a lot of players are going to go or ever going to take part of, just because of the way that it's going to end up panning out. You will never get to. I got hooked on it back at a field that I will not speak about when I ran in one game. But it happened. We crammed like 45 people into this structure that was a landing craft, and we had a thing that came down, and I was like, all right, 30 seconds. 10 seconds, and they started stomping on the ground, and they started singing and shit. And I was like, that is what I want. If I can take that and bottle it up and then give that to the people, that's what the people want. They want that 10 seconds before the ramp drops on D-Day. That's what people want to buy, and that's what I'm going to try and make this event into so that people can have that experience.
Very cool, man. Sounds really, really cool. I'm excited for you. Absolutely. So we're creeping up on the 45-minute mark, everybody. Those of you that contended with it not being on at 7 instead of 8, please, thank you, but get used to it because it looks like my shifts are going to be ending at like 7 o'clock at night every time now. Got to try to make a living, so I got to work till 7. So let's go make it official and move this my God, I got that on the brain. Let's move this live cast to 8 o'clock every Thursday night. I'll rush home and I'll do that. And hopefully, as soon as we get the expansion starts working with the store, we'll be doing the live cast from the store itself and maybe show off some of the products that come in, which is very handy for people that want to know what's going on, who's got what, and where to get it kind of thing. Any last words, Mr. Matt?
I got to show the product. Hold on.
Uh-oh, he's got to show a product. Well, I got one right here. Why is that looking? Steve was talking about
version 2 plate carrier.
Very
nice. It's so nice. It's wonderful nice.
Double,
triple stitching. No.
Don't talk like gentlemen. Yeah.
It's the version 2 strike plate carrier. And the version 2 assault rig, we're probably going to rename it to something else because it's not, we're trying to get away from that. But I'm super excited about it. Not to get too deep into it, but we thought we were going to do cheap gear for people because that's what people wanted. Lies. Nobody wants cheap gear. Everybody wants really nice gear and they're willing to pay for it. So moving over to really nice gear. So you've got the nice strike plate carrier that everybody already knows and loves. It's the same quality in the chest rig flakker that comes in it. It's got super nice retention things there for your mags. It's got 4 of those. People said, where am I going to put my pistol magazines? Because you didn't have any before. Bam. Pistol magazines, 4 of them on the front. Admin pouch, dangler. Super nice. So I'm going to show the product.
I saw this in person. Was it Adventures in Airsoft was wearing it, right?
Yeah, it was. So I walk in. I've got the chest rig. I'm like, Ron, version 2. It's way nicer. This is legit.
It is.
He goes, oh, yeah. And he's picking it up, and he looks at it. He goes, yeah, this is nice. And then he starts attempting to completely destroy the chest rig. He's yanking on this stuff, tearing it apart. He's trying to rip the cords off of the side of it. And trying to rip the top off. And I'm like, what's he doing? But it's really nice. It held up. Like he legitimately attempted to destroy it, and it did not.
I mean, you got to give it the pull test. And I was yanking it really, really hard. I'm not really weak or really strong, but I got some muscle on me. I used to work underwater diving. I mean, I can do some pulling. Yeah. Definitely an improvement from maybe his Gen 1, or it's definitely better than a lot of rigs I've been around where you know that if you start to pull, you're like, wait a minute, that's going to give if I keep pulling. No, I didn't run into that. I was tugging on it really hard. It's really well built. The material is that Cadora. I can never pronounce that word. I have a really bad. But yeah, it lasts. It's water resistant. It's really tough. And yes, I was tugging on all aspects. The stitching, the mag pouches, the lids for the mag pouches, that kind of thing. Yes, definitely a great product. And Gray Wolf can't wait to get some of them in there. We already have some, but not of these newer ones. We will be trying to get those from Matt, even if we have to beg, borrow, or steal. So we'll get those on there. He's excited. You can tell he's excited about it, and I'm excited about it too because it is a great product. And I tried to cut in, and Matt cut me back off. It's like war on the highway. I tried to cut in, it didn't work out. But Steve mentioned dumping Stryker BBs back at into his big box mag or whatever. If you're dumping your let me get me big here real quick. If you're dumping your BBs back into your Odin, this guy, you guys know what an Odin is. Well, there is always the unloading. Yes. On one of our new products. So you can, if you want to unload your mags, bam! You can unload your mags straight back into your Odin loader because it's always smart to unload your mags, especially if you have long periods of time in between plays because heat, moisture, everything, just the pressure of being in the magazine, the mid-cap magazine, the BBs can deform over time. You pull it out, you think they're fine, you shoot, you start shooting, and they're not shooting as accurate as they were before, and you think, oh man, my gun's broke. No, it's probably just your BBs. Always shoot with fresh BBs and keep those BBs fresh by putting them back in your Odin loader. Much safer. They're not under any pressure in there. And when you're done unloading, you can just put that nozzle and hide it right away. But if you want to fill your unloading, you take the nozzle out and this little door slides away. Bam! So you can fill it up and you close that back up, open it back up and put this little guy back in there, and bam, she's ready to go. Doesn't leak. Even stands up better. Yeah, the Odins will fall over. This one gives it a wider base, so it stands up better. So there's my stab at marketing. Gotcha. I can do it too, Matt. You'll find those on the RC Airsoft page. And I'm sure, Matt, you're probably selling it on your page and plus all the, soon be out to all your dealers kind of thing.
Yeah, it's going to be out for the dealers and everybody. We're holding it off because we have a whole bunch of other stuff that's coming in. We want to like release it all at once and like launch for 2024.
Gotcha.
So there's more stuff that hasn't come in yet. So it should all be available for the public come at least January 1st, if not sooner.
Oh, he's going to miss the Christmas rush, but what can you do? You can't always control that. I get it. Well, hey, that just gives everybody that Christmas cash mom and dad give you, or you give yourself, which is what I do sometimes. Save it and save it for the new stuff coming out, or just go buy yourself an unloading, which is what I've done. And
because I was using your, I forget what you call them, but the little grippy things that go on the end of the PTS mags, those are really nice. And
the mag grabs, yes. All on the RC Airsoft page. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different models of those for PTS. And I've already started written up the paperwork or the design, the website descriptions and stuff on it, but we're also making them for the BAMF mag, PMag. Yes, I said PMag. I made one for the PMag. If everybody knows what a PMag is, and it's not really real steel, but it's PMag. And also the next one I'm working on is a KWA, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. That's the next one I'm working on. If anybody's got any suggestions for a really popular mag that I can't think of, go ahead and send them my way. I know Amoeba Mags is one I should be working on as well because people love those. But one at a time. It's me designing it, me taking the pictures, me doing the descriptions, me putting it up on the website. Me, and this guy over here, this guy. So anyway, so it just takes time. I appreciate everyone's support on that. Matt, thank you very much for mentioning those. That's absolutely true. In fact, I just got through doing the specialty ones. There's special ones I have to do. For the Last Stand Airsoft, my favorite indoor airsoft team. They get some special ones that actually have their LS on there, and that's going to be going out to them soon. All right. Wow, we're at 47 minutes. Matt, you've had your say. Steve?
I'm gone.
Steve, you got anything else to say, brother?
No,
come back, Matt. Come back. We still like your pretty face. Okay. Go ahead, Steve. What you got, buddy?
Yeah, no, my plans fell through for this past weekend, so I'm still up in the air. I may be at Southern Watch this weekend. I may be at BTA this weekend. I'm not 100% certain. So if I see you guys, I'll be out there, and we'll have fun.
Absolutely. Hey, everybody, this is what I do. I think I've done it every time I've seen him at an event. If you see Steve at an event, Steve Ash, not any other Steve Ash at an event, Gun Truck Steve Ash at an event, you at least know he knows you in some way, and he doesn't know you're coming, you have to grab his ass. I'm sorry. You must grab Steve Ash's ass. Must grab Steve Ash's ass. Say that 10 times fast. Woo! But anyway, that's the way he knows that you're there and you know him. So if you see him, go ahead and give him a squeeze at least for me, because I can't be there all the time. Christmas event coming up week and a half or less than a week and a half at Wasteland. It's a dress-up thing. Get a discount to still have a great day of airsoft fun and show your Christmas spirit. Then the New Year's day before New Year's Eve event, day and night gameplay at Wasteland, which is very rare for the night stuff. I already have people talk to me, I can't wait to play the night, because it will be fun. It's going to be a good temperature. It's going to be really awesome. Show up for that. Mini MILSIM 6 and the new beta, which I had posted up here trying to memorize the name of it. Beta Siege event. Your banner is horrible. You can't see your banner. Where it is, right? No, you cut your top of your banner off, Matt. You can't.
I know. I don't understand Facebook banners yet. I'm still learning.
You had a guy that could do that for you, but
I've only done 7 events. Please, I'm still learning.
7? So what's the full name of the beta event?
It's Operation Tiger Cage.
Tiger Cage Beta Siege event. Another twist on airsoft brought to you by Stryker. So, yes, absolutely awesome. That's exciting stuff. If you get a chance, just want to come by, you guys want to just see the Gray Wolf store. It's open 6 days a week. It's right. I forget to mention this every time I talk about it. It's right on 75. Literally, you can open our front door, and I see all the cars going by on 75. 75 at the 480. It's actually exit 341. It's the 484, the County Road 484 exit. And I mean, if you're coming in or out of Florida on 75, literally, you get off 75, you take a right, you take another right, and you go down into the parking lot. And there's our store. It won't take but 30 seconds to get there. Check us out. Come by. It's a soft opening, but man, it'd be cool to see what it is now and then see it in 3 months. Come on by and check it out. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to let you guys go. Matt, say goodbye. Say goodbye.
See you guys.
Steve, say goodbye. Oh, yep. Peace with Steve with the peace thing. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. And everybody, please have a wonderful time for your holidays. If you're not going to see us again next week, or if you're going to miss us throughout this month, I want everybody to have a great and safe holiday. And I hope to see everybody on the 16th for our Christmas dress-up event, which is going to be really fun at Wasteland Ops Airsoft. So, all right, everybody. Have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye. Woohoo!